Welcome back, friends, to Max Q Barbecue. My name is Craig, and this is Fire Management episode 19. And today we're going to be doing smoking sausage. So come along with us as we set up this pit to perfectly smoke our sausage. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to build a charcoal bed fire and make this thing happen. I've been doing a lot of woodworking in the garage this winter and built a bunch of furniture out of cherry. So I decided to save the planings and sawdust from all of our work on our cherry hardwood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this cherry sawdust down in the bottom of my car cherry. And I'm going to use that to both insulate the base and give it a little bit of flavor. Just got to get rid of this sawdust anyway. So we're going to make use of it. So I'm going to put that in there. And then we're going to use a charcoal basket to build our fire bed. So first steps, here's a little bit of some paper. This is some paper that I use when I'm put down on the workbenches when I'm staining and stuff. Got a little linseed oil on it. So we're going to use that to help get our fire started. Alrighty, let's give that about 15 minutes. We'll have a hot bed of charcoal to start our smoking for our sausage. This will get our pit warmed up, and we're going to start off really slow. We're going to probably run this thing at about 100 degrees because when we first put the sausage on there, we want to take a couple hours and let that sausage dry out and get a nice bloom on it. So let's give this thing about 15 minutes. And we'll be back to... Well, look who's out waiting for some barbecue. Our biggest fan is out here this morning, cheering us on. What you want, Hobby? What you want?
A few moments later.
Said I make for my best friend, Hobbs there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a taste tester for us. Oh, that was a big piece. That was going to take him a little while to chew on. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to break it up. Anyway, here's our last big piece of barbecue. Alrighty, Hobbs, enjoy your day. Say like and subscribe. Okay, folks, it's been about 10 minutes, well, actually 15 minutes since we lit the charcoal chimney. And it's just about ready to dump. So we're going to go ahead and dump this chimney and let this thing start heating up the pit. Okay, we have our welder's glove on. Remember, these things get really hot. So we're going to go ahead and release the charcoal. Down. Got our stack damper wide open up here so we can get it drafted and warmed up. All right, let's see, back in about 15 minutes. Okay, friends, you can see 15 minutes have passed. Our pit's kind of stabilized now at about 150 degrees, which is perfect for this phase of our cook, which is we just want to dry out the sausage. So let's go ahead and start getting the sausage on the pit. Now I have 2 batches of sausage to get on the pit, so I got to do a little bit of planning about how I want to use the pit. So I may actually use my rods here just to kind of help spread it out a little bit. Let's see how this works. Okay, you see I've just kind of got it looped and then laying down on the grates. Like I said, we're just trying to get it dried out. So I'm gonna go get the next rack of sausage and do the same thing on another one of my hanging rods. Okay, welcome back, friends. So it's been 15 minutes since we put the sausage on. And now what we're gonna do is I've filled up our smoke tube here. Our little smoke generator, little stainless steel smoke generator. I filled it up with pecan pellets. And we're gonna go ahead and get our torch, light one end of it, place this down into our fire chamber so we can start generating some smoke. Okay, we want to make sure we got a good fire going on the end of our smoke tube. As you can see, it's burning there. So now we're going to put this in our pit and let it generate smoke. All right, that's all it takes. Just let her burn. Okay, we just put the smoke tube in the pit. So I just want to give you a little temperature readout here. So this is just a little above 110 degrees here. Up here at the top, it's about 140 degrees. And then over here on the right side next to our fire chamber, it's also about 140 degrees. We have a thermometer at pit level, just where the sausage is. It's at 132. These are all really good temperatures to dry out our sausage. Again, we're not trying to make it too hot. We just want to make it dry and firm up the casings. And then later we'll increase the temperature and bring it up to 140 degrees and then give it a splash in an ice bath. But that'll come later. Alrighty, so there you go. It is 10 minutes till 10 and we're out here making sausage. Okay, friends, it's been almost an hour since we started our fire. And before our charcoal burns out, I want to add some cherry wood splits, which I have here. Well, actually, they're some cherry wood limbs to my fire so that they can kind of start contributing before all of our charcoal burns down and out. So there you have it. Added 3 cherry wood splits. Hopefully they'll get heated up and start producing some smoke. Right now it's just perfectly clear smoke, so it's clean burning. Okay, friends, our fire has been doing really good temperature wise. So let's take a look and see how we're doing here. Our cherry chunks are broken down pretty well, not much left to them. Our smoke tube is doing quite well, generating quite a bit of smoke. It's about halfway burned down. We're doing good. But as you can see, our fire is kind of breaking down and running out of fuel. So we're going to help that out a little bit. Put a little charcoal on it. And we're going to add some of our cherry wood logs or limbs on there. Now we're going to let a little air flow through there, let it kind of heat up, dry those pieces out, maybe get ignited, and then we'll close the door so we don't get too much airflow, cause too big a fire. All right, so it's about 1/4 inch on our butterflies here, And that should maybe raise that temperature up. I'm gonna shoot for about 175, 200 at this point, so we can start bringing that sausage up to our designated cooking temperature. Okay, friends, another hour has passed. Now a little after 1 p.m. and I want to wrap this up in the next hour. So temperatures have been running about 165, 167. I want to try to bump it up a little bit more. So let's take a look and see if we can get this thing to bump up a little bit. Okay, still got plenty of fuel there. We just maybe do a little rearranging here to get that picked up where it'll get that out of the ash. There we go. We place our splits on top. Got a couple of little chunks here. Some cherry. Here's some cherry from the wood shop. And we're going to open this up just a little bit more. Give a little bit, about a half an inch there so that it can flow through. So let's take a look at the meat inside. Okay, friends, some of our sausage is already up to temperature. So we're going to start temping some of our links and taking them off and so they don't overcook. Let's see which ones are at temperature and need to come off. All right, this is not quite up to temp yet. Alrighty, friends, looks like our Texas hot links are up to our 140-degree temperature. So we're going to go ahead and take them off the grill and drop them in our ice water bath. And then bring them inside and clean them up and get them ready to pack up. Once the sausage was up to temperature and it was removed from the pit, our cooking was done outside. So before we close out the video, I want to spend a little bit of time looking at the temperature chart, which we'll display here in just a second, and go over some of the key features of our cook today and our fire management technique. The first thing that I want to point out is during the period from a little before 10:30 to about 12:15, you'll notice this blue line is relatively low in a range of around 100 to 150 degrees. And if you remember from the video, this was a period of time that we wanted to give the sausage a couple of hours to absorb some of the smoke and absorb some of the heat. But really what we wanted to do is allow the sausage to dry out naturally. And that way those casings will dry out and form a nice crisp casing for you. After it had taken on that amount of smoke, from 12:15 all the way out to 2 o'clock, we gradually started raising the temperature of our pit because this is our actual cooking phase of our sausage. Now, you know we've got nitrates in there to prevent botulism growth, but we want to go ahead and take that sausage all the way up to around 140 to 145 degrees to kill any other residual bacteria that might be on board. And that way our sausage will be much more stable, either frozen or in the refrigerator while we're waiting to use it to cook or add to one of our meals. Now in this case with the andouille sausage, I use that when I'm making jambalaya. So a lot of that's going to be frozen and then I pull it out, cut it up, and I use it to flavor my jambalaya. So during the temperature, we rose the temperature, we added the limbs, the cherry wood limbs, and we added more fuel to the fire. And we opened up those air vents so the fire could breathe and get more heat going. And during that period, we brought it up to around 200 degrees. And there was a little bit of a spike in there early on as I was trying to get the pit settled down, where it got up to around 250. But for the most part, those next couple of hours was held at around 200 degrees. So, and then when our temperature of our sausage came up to the right temperature, we pulled it off, put that sausage into our water and ice bath. And of course, that is to stop the cooking and to stop the fat from softening and rendering. We want that fat preserved in the sausage for when we're ready to use it to flavor our jambalaya or our gumbo or whatever we're making with it. We want to use that. We want that sausage. We don't want to just dried out meat. We want to have that sausage be juicy. And so by dunking that sausage in that ice water, we can stop that heat, we can stop that cooking, and we can preserve that fat in our sausage. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy coming along with us on our small backyard offset smoker fire management techniques video. I think over this series, I'm hoping that you're learning and seeing techniques and things that will help you make that small backyard offset smoker very, very versatile cooker for you. As you can see, we've done a lot of different dishes and a lot of different meats on our small backyard offset smoker. And by varying the techniques, you can actually get a lot more versatility out of it. But the main thing you're going for is you want to get that real wood, live wood smoke flavor into your food. And there's no better way to do that than with a small backyard offset smoker for those of us that are home backyard barbecue chefs. Yeah, the restaurants with the 1,000-gallon tanks and the 500-gallon tanks, they just do that as a matter of course of business. But we don't have a 10-acre lot to put a 500-gallon tank on. So it's nice to have some techniques and some ideas on how to use these small backyard smokers so we can duplicate those big city barbecue restaurants and give a good meal to our families. So I hope you enjoyed our video today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.